Welcome to lesson 9.3, where we're going to be talking about finding the area of a triangle. Now, this is actually something that you have found in the past. You should remember that area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. However, there is another equation for this that uses trig, and this is why we're talking about this right now. And it's this right here. Now, all this has like a proof of where that equation comes from, but we're just going to worry about the equation right here. Now, these are two different equations, this one and this one. Both of them can be used to find the area. But this section, we're just going to focus on this equation. The key to this equation is knowing two sides and the angle between those two sides. And if you know that, you can actually go through and calculate the area. So let's do an example. Number 1, find the area of a triangle. Okay, we got A, B, and C. Let's visualize this first. So here's my triangle. Let's say A, B, C. Go across for little a, across for little b, across for little c. And I know that little a is 11, little b is 5, and the measure of angle C is 20 degrees. So let's write our equation out. Our equation is 1/2 side times sine of angle between sides. Now, do keep in mind, this is picky. It must be the angle between those two sides. So if we had this angle, this equation isn't going to work. You have to have two sides and the angle between those two sides in order for this to work. So, we check. I have a side, I have a side, I have an angle between those two sides. Sweet. I have everything that I need to know. So that means I can just plug it in. 1/2 times the side, doesn't matter which one you put first. Sine, it's always sine of the angle between those two sides. And now we just need to type that into our calculator, but be careful that you're in degree mode because your angle is in degrees, so be careful of that. And if you type that in, let's go to 3 decimals because that's what we're doing this whole chapter. That should be what you get. And that's how we find the area of a triangle using this equation. That's the one you're going to want to memorize. 1/2 side times angle between the sides. So let's try number 2. Let's draw out our triangle again. A, B, C. Across from A is little a, across from B is little b, across from C is little c. This one says that little b is 13, little c is 7, and capital A is 43 degrees. So I want you to try this one on your own based on what we learned in this first one. So remember to check, make sure you have two sides and the angle between them, and then plug it all into the equation. So pause the video and try that out now. Welcome back. Let's see what you got. So that's what I got. I got the two sides and the angle between, and that's my final answer. Now, if you didn't get this, now would be the time to pause the video, look at what I did, see if you can figure out where you went wrong. If this is what you typed into your calculator, I would double check that you're in degree mode and double check that you closed your parentheses. In the next video, we're going to do one other type of problem that will appear on your homework and skill check and test that I do want to go over. So that's what we'll do in the next and final video.